It's a very good day for the justice system in Kenya because today the Honorable Speaker was arraigned in court, and the purpose was for him to be persecuted through the judicial system. We are very lucky that Justice Mrima yesterday, pursuant to an application by the Speaker, wherein he demonstrated that the essence of this particular intended charge is actually because of his political persuasion. Justice Mrima, in looking at that, granted orders yesterday restraining the police, restraining the DPP and their agents from arresting, detaining, prosecuting or even pursuing this particular matter until he actually hears this matter inter partes on the 9th of May. Pursuant to that, and even despite those orders, our client, and these orders were issued yesterday, the officers were informed duly of these orders. They still, in utmost contempt of those orders, detained our client. They arraigned him in a court of law today. And it was a shocker to us that even the DPP, after these orders were made public in court, still wanted and was pushing the court to actually go against these orders. The court, in its wisdom, decided that indeed the Honorable Speaker cannot take plea based on those orders, and to a large extent has granted him cash bail in accordance or in line with that particular order. The essence that is here in terms of the law is that the police officers are supposed to receive a complaint, they are supposed to investigate a complaint, they are supposed to hear from the other side, then they make a decision that they want to forward this file to the Honorable DPP, upon which the DPP will make a decision to charge. What happened here is the opposite, because what happened is that there is no complainant up to now. What happened is that they decided that they want to arrest him and charge him without knowing what they are actually going to charge him for. Remember, in even the attempt to arrest him, they actually violated not only the Constitution, Article 117, they actually violated the Powers and Privileges Act, which is very, very sacrosanct. And those are facts that we have put before the court. So to a large extent, they didn't know what to charge him. They actually arrested him. They actually indicated these are the issues they have. He sought and said, I can easily demonstrate. I can give you my passport. I can give you documents. Just give me a day. But they said the decision had been made even before the arrest. So this is actually what we call persecution. But the good thing, the courts of law today stand tall in terms of protecting our constitution, protecting democracy, and protecting the right to affiliate to any political party, to any organ, or to any political group that you want to. And we believe that in the fullness of time, once the judge in the High Court deals with this matter, it will be a lesson to many other people who will want to deal with this. Essentially, with such aspects, we always have a recourse in terms of going back to court to sue for malicious prosecution. Unfortunately, the person who pays for that is you and me, Mwananchi, not the decision makers, not those people who are used to persecute. And I believe once this is done, we'll want to try and open a new chapter in this country where the person who makes this decision, knowing fully well that he's just being used as an instrument, with powers donated by Mwananchi, you and I, that person must actually be put to account directly one day. But we are happy that today the intended persecution has not seen the day of light.
Good afternoon. Well, as I said earlier, in the course of this week, my being taken here is just political witch hunt. And you can clearly see, even from the charge sheet, they are charging me on a very flimsy ground that not failure to surrender interest. And even wonder, how does the DPP, we are still waiting for the DPP to see whether he's going to approve those charges. How does failure to surrender interest becomes a criminal matter? Who is the complainant in this matter? It's not my employer. It's other people who I don't even know. But basically, all these are coming. I'd seen it along. Some of my colleagues have gone through the same route, the same persecution. But we are going to remain strong. You can see I'm in a nice attire. Hapa ndio niko. Na hatutoki. Intimidation will not help. More so, what is really happening now, and I'm glad my governor is here. We have to take back Nairobi. Yes. Things are bad. And you can all of you can be able to tell. You cannot continue in the same manner. And as the assembly, being the head of the assembly, I'm going to be firm, keen, and thorough. Anything that does not comply with the law, haitapitishwa. Wakae wakijua hivi. Either watuue, lakini hatutakubali. More so, there is the issue of even a budget. Creating to give NMS budget so that whoever the governor comes for the next 4 years will have basically nothing to do other than paying debts. Madeni ya national government haita cascade to the county government. Hatutakubali kama national government madeni tumeona vile inaendelea, hata saa hii hatutakubali county government ziingizwe kwa mashida ndio baadaye waanze kusema governor afanye kazi. But kwa hayo yote, they are also going after the clerk. They've already summoned him. Basically, you can see what is all this, because now they are looking. They will capture those other institutions. Outright, you can see that like the police is being misused to do funny job, being directed. I want to thank the police officers whom I have interacted with. I understand they are very nice people, professional, but they've been muzzled. They feel bad that they are being threatened or even forced to take people to court on trumped-up charges. It is really a pity. But nawaambia polisi tunawapenda, na tukiingia kwa hii serikali tunawafeel na kuangalia mambo yenu, na mdozi wetu pia usikia na ana utu ya kuangalia. Hatutaki kutumia polisi kwa vita za siasa. Kama mtu anataka siasa, akuja nipate mimi mwenyewe. Mimi na kura yangu ni moja tu. Lakini nimesema kura yangu ni ya kazi kwa kazi, sina kazi nyingine. Welcome, Governor.
Asante sana. Thank you very much.
Please, change the position. Change the position.
Thank you very much. I think Kenyans all know that many years ago, in the 80s, in the 90s, there are those who paid the ultimate price of political freedom. There are those who even lost their lives. And it's a journey that we're not going back to. We believe in the rule of law. Those of us in Kenya Kwanza and UDA, we would never want to subvert any justice process. But we know this particular case was trumped up. It was agreed upon in a drinking den somewhere in Ridgeways, and we know who participated in that. We know the ultimate goal that they have. And so I want to urge the Speaker and also the members I can see of the County Assembly and all our UDA family to stand firm. They say no cross, no crown, no thorns, no throne, no girl, no glory. It is just 100 and something days. But we are ready for them. We will not be intimidated. We will not sell our birthright. We will stand firm for what is true. So I want to just say pole for what you've gone through, but hata si tunangoja yetu tuitwe na watatuzungusha tuko na mawakili. Let Kenyans know that you have a right to make whatever political choice you want. People have paid the ultimate price for it. There are people who have died for that. No government, no other Kenyan can force you to change your political persuasion. That's why it is called persuasion. You must be persuaded. So the fact that the Speaker joined us in UDA and made it clear and actually went to the Deputy President's house is why they're after him. That is why they're after the clerk. I don't even think the clerk is a politician. But we tell them to stand firm. And finally, what the Speaker said is true. We, the people of Nairobi, have seen what is going on. We've seen that what had been created to rescue our city when things could not move is almost being turned into a new den of cartels. We will not accept any legality beyond August to go on because we're going to take back our city and we're going to make Nairobi work. So asanteni sana, and I want to thank Wakili and the justice system, the judiciary. The judiciary has proven time and time again that it is now our final frontier in defense of our constitution. The judge who has spoken today, you could hear her saying, that she does not want to get into any political, witch hunt and political games. We heard the DPP say very clearly that at this season, we will not agree to any political persuasion. The only thing this deep state, they call themselves, are left with is the DCI and KRA and police. And even the police officers themselves are asking us, rescue us from these shackles that we have of intimidation. I'm telling them to hold. A new dawn is coming to our country, where every Kenyan can hold their head up high, no matter who they support. That is our right. So asanteni sana, I think tutachia hapo. Yes.
The Azimio presidential candidate has today announced the lineup for the Nairobi government seat.
Yes.
Are you positive that you're going to beat Gavin come the other sports?
I've not heard the lineup. Who is the candidate?
It's Polika Pigade,
Yeah.
the deputized by Kalonji.
Are you sure?
Yes, he made the announcement just
That is
a
the
few minutes
candidate?
ago. Yes.
No, you can't be. You know, he might quit next week. Let's just wait.
No.
Let's give it some time.
He might resign.
What
He
is your- what is your reaction?
He might resign.
What is your reaction? Are you positive that you are going to be the next governor?
I am confident the board of Nairobi will make the right choice. I don't take it for granted. Our work is to go and convince them as to why they need to choose us for the position of governor of Nairobi. I am not one to chest stamp or to be contemptuous the way they have been on the other side by imposing a candidate. There's the People's Project and there's a project of the deep state and state house. I think Nairobians know the difference and they'll make their choice on the 9th of August.